Ana Munoz. This is EDAD 610 Reflective Journal. Number 6, Journal 3, Building Capacity. Man, I read every single word in that chapter and spent hours looking at more. This is what I really wanted to learn. One of my favorite subjects. I've always liked ideas of leadership and building capacity. I did like page 228 on reflections, motivating teachers to build their capacity. When I was administrator, that was my big goal, was not to just give evaluations, but really build the capacity so we could all work better together in the right direction. This is what do principals need to understand about motivation to persuade to take on responsibility? On page 214, it says staff cohesiveness is better than just innovative ideas from admin. And I can tell you, as a veteran teacher, I've seen admin come and go with, big ideas. Occasionally one stays, and those are the ones that build staff cohesiveness. I did like the statement from the book that admin and staff work on a common vision to generate the student success. I think for the question of instructional excellence, that's what I felt the most at the charter school. The vision was repeated often daily of arts, media, and technology. So we all worked together as a staff and took on a lot of responsibilities to meet those goals. And we ended up receiving a lot of words from the state, so that was pretty awesome. And the admin motivated staff and students to reach the vision. And that staff cohesiveness is what created the great outcomes. For principals to better understand about teacher motivation in schools to build capacities, I liked page 215. Capacity building can be understood as helping teachers to gain the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to better advance student achievement. And I like how there's a list of things. It's never just one thing in teaching or administrating. To build a full capacity, it's several things. It's multifaceted. When I was VP, I made a template to ask staff how could we help build their skills. Many attended PD, so it improved staff knowledge. And many of my teachers were new. They were really good in their fields, and they were really good at the arts and technology, but they needed help teaching. So we did a lot of professional development on special needs students and how to help those with extreme sensory needs in their class. I gave them an entire PD on how to do accommodations, because IEPs and 504s are law and what that law looks like and why we have to abide by it. And the staff were persuaded to differentiate instructions with my help. They said, wow, we didn't know how the law worked and why it's so important, and we want to help our students. And once the differentiation happened, our autistic students did much better. What might principals do or say to help teachers agree to work on building their professional capacities? On page 216, it says, when principals recognize teachers' skills and nurture their growth. I'm going to read that again. It's so important. Nurture their growth. It's not just one. It takes time. You really have to nurture their growth in instructional and leadership domains. School increases their organization capacity. And I really like that statement. It has several parts, but it frames it really well overall. I had an admin that took me under his wing and helped me. He was very honest, almost to the point of brutal, but he kept saying they will help me get better. And he was right. It really did. All those things made a big difference. And because he was superintendent and I was the vice principal, because we were all getting trained together to get better, we had a big organizational capacity, a big improvement. He also saw that he recognized my talent even though I was young, and it would help me do whatever it takes to become a proficient teacher and future administrator. And he often reminded me when I messed up or I had a hard day that there's big learning curves, but it's worthwhile to be a teacher of teachers as an administrator. That's the end-all goal, is to help at the top tier so it moves down to all levels. And he would always take time to build skills for others and see the whole school get better. It was really great advice, and I try to do that now when I'm admin. What should principals avoid? Oh man, that's a long list because I've been through the reamer. I started really young when I was like 21 and a half when I was teaching, and I looked like a teenager. Some people say I still do. So I really can't stand admin that just come in, check off of boxes and leave. I think it's really important to build a relationship and help teachers get better versus just punitive measures. So often the system is flawed. It's not the teacher, it's the system. We need to help our staff out. For example, there could be a better discipline with PBIS versus just letting kids be out of control and not giving help to teachers so they can actually teach in a safe and effective manner. I worked with students coming in out of juvenile hall with gang violence. And I really wanted to help them, but there was not security cards, so fights broke out all the time on campus, and those big boys, those thug boys, were way bigger than me as a little person. Thankfully now there's proper security and continuation school for those who are really struggling, so the site is much safer and teachers can effectively teach. Also, one time I mentored a new teacher. She was so smart. She just needed time and experience. Now she does great, but her first eval was all negative. That's not fair. Come on. She was really trying. She just needed more PD and time. We all do. We can always get better. In all honesty, let's be honest, we're short of teachers. We need to train and help each other. We need to be part of the staff and help those who are passionate to help students. We just need good administrators to properly train them. That's the job of the admin, to build leadership capacity and staff cohesiveness.